Needed a way to help move their products into just regular people, and they didn't have a way to bag it, because typically most bagging operations, you're looking at spending $500,000 just at the bare minimum to put your material in a bag. So we designed a fully self-contained, completely portable bagging machine. As you can see, we're out here in the middle of nowhere, and we're bagging up, whether it's mulch, compost, rock, sand, just about anything you want to put in the bag. You can run this machine with anywhere from 1 to 4 people. Production is of course based on how many people are involved in the operation. It's a 2.5-yard hopper. We've got a 20-horse Kubota diesel engine that's powering a belt-driven generator that makes electricity for our PLC and the sealer. And then we also, on the other end of that engine, we're powering a hydraulic pump that powers the belt, as well as a full-length hopper agitator. And what that agitator does is, sometimes you get into some materials that want to bridge on you. Even though we have one vertical wall, you could still end up bridging your material, and it just creates a hollow point, and you got to get in there, poke it with a stick to get it to fall. Well, that hopper agitator keeps your material from bridging. We also have load cells on here, and we're bagging by weight, and it's all digital, which is controlled by our PLC here. So if we want, mulch bags are typically 20, 25 pounds of mulch in a bag. You can either bag by weight, or you can bag by time, and time would be how long your belt is going to run before it stops. Basically the way it works is once we start up, we have, and we're kind of improvising here, so you guys are going to have to bear with us. We don't have the right size bags. These are actually a rock bag. Rock or sand is what this is used. It's real heavy, and it's a small bag. If typically when you bag mulch, it's a 2 cubic feet or 3 cubic foot bag, much larger. In doing so, since this is the size of bag we had to put our smaller bagging head on. And basically, we got 2 different sizes. As you can see right here, this is our standard size, and it's probably 12, 14 inches wide, and that's for our larger bags. And when you're bagging mulch, you need a big opening so the material can feed into without getting hung up. Well, we had to put our smaller bagging head on, which chokes it down to about 7 or 8 inches across. So we're bringing all this material off our belt, choking it down, and it may bridge up on us. We don't know, just because this material doesn't want to flow real good through a small bagging head. So we've got the weight set. These are about 10-pound bags, and the way it'll work is I'll hang the bag on the bagging head, step on the pedal. I don't have to hold it or anything, because the jaws hold it. It's gonna the conveyor belt is gonna start. It's gonna bring it down and put it in the bag, and it's weighing it as it's being put in the bag. And when it gets to the set point, the belt's gonna stop, the jaws are gonna close, and the bag drops on the roller bed conveyor. You pull it over, pull the top edges up to the sealer, step on the bag, and it seals it. So it's a pretty simple machine to operate, simple machine to maintain, and like I said, it's can bag just about anything a person wants to put in the bag. Any questions before we get started? Yeah, again, on these bags, this is a rock bag. On mulch bags, they're always perforated, meaning they have holes to allow them to breathe. As you can see, some of these bags that we've already done, they're sweating quite a bit because it's high moisture in this material. And also, we stabbed some holes in them just so they'd go down, because it's like a balloon once you seal them. I mean, they balloon, it's just puffed up. You'll see it. Well, I hope I don't bridge. don't want to put too much over your weight. You can really slow it down and let that last little bit trickle in, so you're hitting your set points pretty accurately.
Mulch bag is about twice that size?
Yeah, these are 1 cubic foot. Mulch bags are at least 2 cubic feet, and if you're doing the cedar mulch, typically that's all in 3 cubic foot bags. And this just, you lower it down. There's a hand crank over there. Depending on the size of your bag, you would raise that up or lower it. And
What's the weight on that usually, just roughly on a
3 cubic foot bag, you're probably around 35 pounds. You don't want to go over 40 pounds in a bag. That's kind of the industry standard. Even most dog foods they cap at about 40 pounds. So mulch, compost would be 40 pounds or less. And as far as when you're done, basically all you know, if you're picking up and leaving the site, you just crank the hand crank over there. This roller bed rolls up. These are electric pedals that just plug into the side of the machine over here, and hook a 1/2 ton or 3/4 ton pickup up to it. And it's got electric brakes, and down the road you go.
Any more questions? What are you looking to try?
43.5 and 43,500. We're based out of Minnesota, and that's FOB Minnesota. So whatever the freight is to where you're at, we're factory direct, and that's the price wherever you're at in the country.
You better drive out there and pick